Before I start on my little rant about the ownership and the takeover of West Ham United, please go and check out Hammers Chat's new shop. The link is in the description below. What do I mean by the links in the description below? Underneath this screen, wherever you're watching it, there'll be a body of text. Under there's a link. Click the link. The link takes you to our shop. We're taking pre-orders at the moment. There's more things than just this t-shirt on the shop at the moment. Let me move. We're taking pre-orders on this polo shirt right there. It's an absolute beauty. Please do click on the link below. Go and check it out. We've got more and more stuff coming. Look, at Hammers Chat, when we do stock, we don't just get the cheapest, most rubbish crap, right? We go and get, if we're doing mugs, we get the best mugs. The t-shirts, we get the best fabric. Look, what do I sound like? I sound ridiculous, don't I? But honestly, go and check it out. They're really, really good polo shirts. The link's in the description below. Now I'm going to talk to you about this takeover farce. Following the West Ham takeover news has not been the easiest thing in the world, it has to be said. I'm currently away camping, and I've come to the solitude and the serenity of the van at the moment, which I've West Hammed up for you. I hope you appreciate it. And because I don't know what's going on, it's madness out there. The kids are out there. I think there's about to be a very, very serious game of swing ball or badminton. There's some competitive stuff going on there at the moment, so I've come here to get away from it. But it's not been easy to follow, because when I booked this site, they said they had Wi-Fi. I don't care. That's not what I've come here for anyway. I thought I followed the West Ham stuff. There's some breaking news, and people text, "Have you heard the West Ham takeover stuff?" Now, not only is there no Wi-Fi, there is 4G, but there's bits and pieces all over the place. And the place where the 4G is strongest is the toilet block. Now, usually it would look a bit weird going up to the toilet block, wouldn't it, and just hanging around with your phone. But it's all right. There's about 20 blokes up there all doing the same thing. Some using it as Wi-Fi hotspots to watch the cricket, and so it's quite something to behold. Anyway, so I've been trying to follow it as best I can. I'm going to try my best not to bore you now. Okay, I probably have. I just bored you by telling you about me camping. I'm telling you, it all goes downhill from now on, because I'm going to try and tell you a little bit about PAI Capital. And first of all, I've got to thank Gilles, or is it Giles? Sorry, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Hopefully one of them's right. I do appreciate it, mate. Thank you. He's done an awful lot of legwork, and he's done a lot of digging. He's found out an awful lot about them, because it is important that we know who these people are. We know Gold and Sullivan are, right? Who's taking us over? And there's been... The reason I'm doing another video, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, myself and Gio are going to be doing a cup of tea, and we'll be discussing this, no doubt, within that cup of tea. And that's not really the time or the place for listing facts and people's names and stuff like that. But also, people have got quite excited today because there's somebody called, you probably know him, I say somebody called, Thomas Skinner, his name is, and he was on The Apprentice. You know, Alan Sugar, and of course Karen Brady's on The Apprentice. I'm sure you will watch The Apprentice. Karen Brady's on it, don't you? What West Ham fan doesn't watch The Apprentice with Karen Brady on it, and Lord Alan Sugar, who of course is who's the previous owner of Tottenham? You all watch it, so you know Thomas Skinner is a West Ham fan, lifelong West Ham fan. He did a tweet, a video tweet, where he was saying, "Look, don't worry about it. I know these guys." He didn't refer to them as PAI, he referred to them as PAI. I know the guys from PAI Capital, and they're good guys. I've been speaking to them for ages, and so on and so forth. I think he then went on to suggest that it was a £500 million takeover, and it was... there'd be loads of money. They would turn us into a Champions League club, and they would buy the stadium, so the stadium would be ours. And that was it. But again, he didn't, which sounded really promising. Lots of people got very, very excited. And I mean, the first thing that rang alarm bells in my ears when I heard it was, we can't. Look, this, I've been following this. You know this. You're watching this channel. I've been following this stadium thing for a long, long time. We can't just buy the stadium. Firstly, the stadium. Let's just get this out of the way really quickly before we go into PAI Capital and who they are. It's funny, I'm looking at the screen like I can't remember PAI. This is not gonna go well, is it? You can't just buy the stadium. The stadium is a public listed building. Well, it's not listed, but it's a public building. It goes out for tender. I'll give you an example on this, which would be the Millennium Dome. When they didn't know what the Millennium Dome, they built it to see in the Millennium celebrations, right? Afterwards, I thought, what on earth are we going to do with this huge tent? It was a bit of a white elephant. In the end, they put it out to tender. O2 got it in the end, but they put it out to tender. Everybody has to bid for it. If and when they decide they're going to sell the Olympic Stadium, they can't just say, oh, we're going to sell it to West Ham. That's not how it works with a public building. They're going to have to put it out for tender. It's as simple as that. So it will be they'll put it out. Any number of people can bid for the stadium. Now, it may well be within that there's something written into it that you'll have to either house West Ham and UK Athletics or rehome West Ham and UK Athletics. But someone can't just buy West Ham and say, I'm then buying the stadium. That's not, I've just put that, that's not correct. You can't do it, right? So anyway, but my big thing about this was, and why I was saying in the video yesterday, I wasn't trying to be rude to Tony Cottee or Billy Bonds or anyone else. My point was, I don't care who the figurehead is. I don't care who the front man is. So I don't care who this Philip Beard is. I know who this Philip Beard is. Who's got the money? That's my point, you know. Show me the money as who said that? Who said? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise said, show me the money. So it was a case of, look, let's see the colour of your money. Who's got it? Who are the backers? And I'm none the wiser. I'm going to chuck some names at you now. But I watched Thomas Skinner's video, and he said he knew the guys. But who are the guys? I mean, I would love that if what he's saying is the guy that buying our club and my mates. That's what he's saying. If this is what Thomas Skinner's saying, they're my mates. I've known them for years. They're minted. They're billionaires and all the rest of it. Great. I mean, great. Who are they? Where? What? Who? Where? Right? Because this is what we've got. Because if you go back to the statement, the statement before, which was they're basically a London-based consortium and so on and so forth. Here's what is listed. Now, I got it wrong. There's another PAI which I got wrong. PAI Investments. This is not them. Okay, this is PAI Capital. So remember, I said at the end of this video, I'd be surprised if they picked a similar name. They have picked a similar name. The headquarters, they're only founded in 2020. These are the people who want to buy us. Only founded in 2020. The headquarters are in Hong Kong and China. They've got an office in London, but their HQ is definitely in China. Their co-founder and chief executive is a guy called Philippe Inskeep. The name doesn't yield anything on LinkedIn. You know, I'm sure most of you know what LinkedIn is. That's where all the business people go to. That's where all your business information is. If you want to find people, find out about people, make business links, so that was pretty much dead. Another co-founder, I'm going to slaughter this name. I do apologise, like he's watching. It's a Chinese name, and it's Zhu Jiang, I think. And there's nothing on him, but he's listed as there. Again, I can't find anything out on him on the internet, and nor can Gilles, who's done this wonderful research for me. I thank you again for that, mate. Another co-founder, Nasib Piriev. Now, this is where it gets boring, because I hate listing, but I feel that you need to know. He's from the PNN Group, a family-based business founded in 1993 by him and his father. There's a lot of stuff on there, but there's not a lot of stuff that you can substantiate, unfortunately. They do have a UK website, a UK-based website, should I say. Chairman Paul Allen and John Mills. You can only find a LinkedIn account and a company check. See, there's hardly anything about this particular company on Companies House. There's not a lot there. This is really, I have to do a lot of digging. These are not famous people or people with a massive history of investment, which we'll get to in just a little bit. So Paul Allen, John Mills currently holds, so I think it's John Mills currently holds 2 directorships. He had 10 previous ones, either John Mills or Paul Allen, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's one person, Paul Allen, John Mills, don't know. 10 previous directorships have all been dissolved companies. It looks like he's a banker. That's it. Another partner, Philip Beard, we know about. This is the chap that tried to buy Queen's Park Rangers. He has an estimated value, Philip Beard, this is, of £3 to £5 million. Partner, Alexander Stanbury, he's an investment banker. He's worth around 16 million. Then partner, Robin Brundle. He's a former racing driver and younger brother of Martin Brundle, of course. We know this, of course. But, of course, Martin Brundle's partner, who does the commentary, is a West Ham fan. But he's got nothing to do with this. I'm just saying. Just thought it was interesting. Another partner, Simon Lewis. He spent his career in the entertainment industry. He's worked for MTV, president of Live Nation in Europe. It's a ticket hub for concerts in Europe, is what Simon Lewis runs. There's another one, Christopher Cleverley. He's a lawyer. He's very sounds very, very noble, very good. His main focus is improving living conditions in Africa, which is great. Sounds really good. Managing partner, Matthew McGahan. A company that resides in Alaska, Shell Corporation. Don't know. There's one more. Stan Mabika, who works at a number of investment firms. Lack of information again. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. It is boring when you start listening. Anyway, the only investment that they've made is a 200 million investment in a Chinese tech company. That's it. There's not an awful lot there. It's really vague, and I'm sorry to list all that stuff. If anyone's still watching, I'm amazed, right? I'm absolutely amazed. But that's what the company is. I'm struggling to see a load of... I really am. That's what's listed, okay? I'm struggling to see a load of billionaire West Ham fans all lining up to take the club forward. I really don't know what's going on here. This is not... often you hear the saying, maybe you should go and educate yourself. You heard it, mate, go and educate. You hear it quite a lot, and sometimes you go away and you learn a little bit, and it's worse than you thought in the first place. I'm not overly impressed with this, and this is why they now need to come out and publicly, but I'll actually say who they are, because it's shady, it's shadowy. It's not good enough for Philip Beard to turn around and say, oh, they're all London based and it's fine, they got loads of money and they'll buy the stadium, which they can't. It's no good for Thomas Skinner to turn around and say, well, I know these guys been on the phone to them for ages. Who? Because they're actually not doing, to be fair, they're not doing either of those people any favours anyway. The people with the money need to step forward. We need to know say who they are. But they need to say who they are. This is not the way you normally do business, by the way. I've said this on numerous occasions. Said it when I've done the Newcastle takeover videos. When very rich people take over football clubs, you don't hear anything. How many times have I said this? There's not all this noise. There's not this cacophony of promises and all the rest of it. It's just not it. Look, I'll say it once again. I would love us to be taken over by people that have got more money and who cherish the history of West Ham more than Golden Sullivan have done by moving us from our spiritual home and changing the badge. I forget the castle, but the London on the badge and all the rest of it. Sort of cupped me man boob then, didn't I? You know, it's grown significantly bigger, I've got to say, since I've been away camping. You'd think camping you starve, you don't. Anyway, I've eaten. I'm significant. There's significantly more Gonzo than there was last week. Put it that way. Anyway, whatever my bloody point is. You know what my point is. These guys have to show. It's time to come forward from the shadows now, right? Because, and I'll finish with this one. We've got a lot of people saying that they're worried that Golden Sullivan will ignore this bid and won't accept this bid. I'm actually worried that Golden Sullivan will accept this bid, because at the moment, as I say, you look at their history with Carsten Young and whatnot, at the moment I've seen nothing in anything that I've just spoken about which would indicate that there's anything within the history of these people that show that not only could they take West Ham forward, they can run a football club. There's only one of them that's run a football club before. That's Philip Beard, and it was a disaster. It was a disaster, and this is why they need to come forward, because they can't keep getting people to shout propaganda for them. They really can't, and I don't mean it. I don't know Thomas Skinner from Adam. I honestly don't. And if these are honestly his friends and he can vouch for them, then, I hold my hand up and say, good. Well, and they're all billionaires, they're West Ham fans. Honestly, welcome aboard. Seriously, welcome aboard. But from the moment I heard, hold on, we're going to buy the stadium, I thought, hold on, you can't. It's just not how it works, and that worries me. The fact that so little knowledge about how you would And I don't know anything. I'm just a bloke on a campsite sat in a van. But you would expect an investment company to know that they just can't waltz in there without a tender process and buy up a public building that's been paid for by the taxpayers, and that's basically, I don't know. Anyway, listen, that's it. I've been waffling it for far too long. Please don't forget, I said at the video, give us go and give our shop a little look. Hopefully you like the polo shirts. I'm reckon I'm triple XL if I'm going for anything. Under normal circumstances, the medium on me is a bit tight around there. The large is the large example. Anyway, I'm sure I'll catch up with you more. Don't forget, keep your eyes out for a cup of tea with Gio and Gonzo. Of course, who else is going to be on a cup of tea?